I'm back and I'm going to answer some questions today based on the Q&A in my last video. So here we go. Speaking Jargon asks, is it true that you're the cat featured in your update videos? The public deserves to know. The answer is no, I'm not a cat. This is me. Yeah, that's right. This is me. Firefox Studios asks, can I get a bro hoof? Yes. Now, I don't know how to pronounce this, but never mind. This guy says, what's your favorite pony? The answer is Rainbow Dash, because she's 20% cooler. It was a difficult decision, because I do like Pinkie Pie as well, but Dashy wins. Akbar Fan 13 asks, what is your favorite movie? That's a tough question. I have a lot of favorite movies, like the Star Wars trilogy and the Lord of the Rings films, but I won't bore you with movies that normal people like. Another favorite of mine is Babe, Pig in the City. Directed by George Miller, director of the Mad Max films, it's a dark, sweeping masterpiece that shatters the expectations most people have for a movie about a talking pig. 103 Clark asks, what are a few of your all-time favorite Brick films? My favorite Brick film is a film called Robota, and it's by Mark. This guy. Robota tells the story of a poor robot in a futuristic robot city. Robot-type things ensue. I also like Rob Waitchert's 12 Bucks. It's hard to find it online anymore as it is pretty old, but it's also pretty great. 103 Clark also asks, have you ever made any money from animating, and if so, what are your suggestions for people who would like to get paid to animate? The answer is that I've won some prize money in small film festivals. I found that many smaller festivals, particularly ones aimed at students, tend to be impressed by the uniqueness of brick animation. I definitely recommend looking for local film contests and festivals in which you won't necessarily have to compete with other animated films if that sort of thing interests you. Also, I do get some advertising revenue on YouTube. I'd have to put more time into making videos consistently in order for that to be a good source of income, though. 103 Clark also asks, how do you come up with your stories, and do you have any interesting stories about how you got ideas and concepts? There's not really one simple answer to this question. I get ideas from a lot of different places, but usually when I'm not really looking. I think that reading and watching films and playing video games are all good ways of finding creative inspiration, but so is going outside. Just about anything that seems interesting can eventually lead to a story idea. I decided to make Crown of Syracuse after learning a little bit about Archimedes in a physics class, and Unrenewable came about because I'd always wanted to make a detective mystery, and I kind of had been inspired by a movie called Silent Running. Scottish Gangsta asks, which process, conceptualization, script writing, animation, voice acting, musical composing, editing, post-effects, etc., of your productions do you enjoy most? This is another tough question. I do enjoy most of the process pretty well, other than animating minifigs, walking, or talking. I really like coming up with ideas and writing scripts, though, so I'd probably go with that. I could give up making a film myself more readily than I could make somebody else's film for them. And that brings us to our final question from Sanjira Central. What does toast mean to you? Sanjira, I would simply have to say that it means more than you'll ever know. Thanks for the questions, folks. I'm pretty loaded with work for school, so I don't know when the next time I'll have a new video is. Hopefully sooner rather than later.